Hey guys, this is Kevin from JazTime.com, and today we'll be doing a comparison between the Rolex GMT-Master II here on my left, nicknamed the Batman, for reference number 116710, versus the Rolex Submariner here on my right, reference number 116610. We'll be talking about the pricing, the dials, bezel, case, crown, bracelet, clasp, and we'll talk about the movement towards the end of the video. Okay, so as of January 2018, you can get this GMT-Master II from an authorized Rolex retailer for $8,950 plus tax. Or you can get the Submariner at the authorized Rolex retailer for $8,550 plus tax. Okay, but of course here at JazTime we always try to strive to have the lowest prices online. So check out our website for the most up-to-date pricing, and of course prices are subject to change. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the dial now. So the dial architecture of both the GMT and the Submariner are very similar. We have the maxi dial, which is the circular hour markers with the index at the 6 and the 9 o'clock position with a triangular 12 o'clock hour marker. All fashioned in 18 karat white gold with luminous filling that are highly legible chromolite display with long-lasting blue luminescence that glows for up to 8 hours. The hands are made the same way as well, as we have the Mercedes hour hand and the minute hand being fashioned in 18 karat white gold and it's luminous filled as well. We have the date window at the 3 o'clock position that protrudes and sits on top of that sapphire crystal for magnification, easier viewing of the date at that 3 o'clock position. And the only main difference between the dials is really, besides the text changes are a little bit different. Of course, the Submariner has the water resistance listed on the front of the dial, as it is a professional diver's watch, whereas the GMT Master is the master of tracking 2 different time zones. And that's where the difference lies, is that the GMT Master has this additional hour hand, as you can see, with the slim blue labeled hour hand with the triangular tip. There's also luminescence, and that helps track an additional time zone. You can find out more about that. You can find out how to use that function in our other videos, in our standalone GMT videos. We also have how-to videos on that as well in our YouTube channel. So let's go ahead and move on to the bezel now. So the bezel, both ceramic bezels, as they've been upgraded from their previous models, which was the 16710 and the 16610 for respectively for both models. They now have this nice beautiful ceramic bezel, as Rolex would call it, for the bezel for the GMT Master. It's a bidirectional rotatable 24-hour graduated bezel with 2 color blue, black ceramic, and blue and black ceramic with the engraved numerals and graduations. And that's how it actually gets the Batman name, because it has that Batman color scheme of being blue and black, or yes, blue and black. Sorry, getting a little mixed up there. The Submariner's bezel is a unidirectional bezel, meaning it only can rotate one way, whereas the GMT can rotate both ways. But it's a 60-minute graduated, scratch-resistant Cerachrome or ceramic bezel with numerals and graduations coated in a platinum, and that platinum is coated in that platinum for that nice look that matches very nicely with the case of the watch and the outer edges of the bezel as well, keeping a nice uniform look. So the difference between the 2 bezels is that, once again, the hour hand works with the outer edge bezel, the 24-hour bezel, to track an additional time zone, such as if you're, let's just say really quickly here, that it's in London, it's 12:20 in London. Well, you can track a different time zone. Let's just say you want to track the Philippines, which is 7 hours ahead. You would just move the hour hand 7 hours ahead, and you would be tracking both the London time and the home time, which would be the Philippines, which is the 7 hours ahead. Whereas the Submariner, the tracking of the bezel for the bezel is more for tracking elapsed time. And that elapsed time is tracked by moving that peridot of the bezel all the way around to the minute hand. And I'll show you here really quickly, actually, because this one's much simpler to show. And there we are. We match the peridot to the minute hand, and I can track elapsed time. And it can help you check small things, such as, how fast you run a mile, how long a business meeting can take. You can check how long your trips are taking from, driving to work, and see if you can cut that time down. Okay. And unidirectional, as you can see, I can only move it to the left. Moving to the right does not work. and that specific reason is for, as this is a diver's watch, it was used to track oxygen tank levels, and you can see how long, you go in with an oxygen tank that has about 10 minutes in it, you can track that 10 minutes very easily. Okay, so for moving on to the crowns now, so the crowns, similar, actually rather, the case follows a similar structure as well. We have a nice sand finish case made out of 904L steel, which is a Rolex in-house made steel that has additional corrosion resistance and a nice shine to it as well. From the side profiles, you can see nicely high polished. The GMT is just a tiny bit thicker in terms over Submariner, as it does have an additional complication, being that GMT complication for the second time zone, whereas the Submariner does not have that. On the other side, you can see the nicely high polish follows suit there as well, and we have the crown guards. The crown guards being high polished as well to protect the crown as well. Okay. Both watches have the same style of crown. As you can see, same thickness crown, and it's called what's called the screw down triple lock triple waterproofness system. And can show you the different crown features on both. So let's start with the GMTs first. So those GMTs unscrews counterclockwise as shown. And in this first position, you can wind the watch from a dead stop. 15 to 20 clockwise turns is all you need to get the watch started once more. Simple tugging of the crown will allow you to use a quick hour jump, is actually what helps you track that second time zone. So like I was saying in that previous example, London time's at 12, it's almost 12:30 now. You want to track the Philippines time, you can just simply go from the 12 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you are. Now you're tracking 7, that's 7:30 time, that's the home time, and that's the London time. Okay. And in the final position, you actually adjust the GMT hand just by simply moving setting the minute hand around. Okay. All right. So always make sure screw the crown nice and tight in against the case, and that's for any watch really, as you want to keep the watch water resistant and you want to keep the crown nice and protected. So once more, with the crown counterclockwise, first position, once again 15 to 20 times from a dead stop, all you need. Simple tugging of the crown will allow you to adjust the date instantaneously as shown. The GMT does not have the ability to adjust the date how I'm showing you. It actually has to quick hour jump that hour hand twice in 2 revolutions to change the date once, whereas this Submariner can just simply change the date on the fly. Pulling out the crown to the final positions will allow you to set the hands as well. Okay. All right, so screw down nice and tight. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the bracelets now. So the bracelets, same steel made out of the case 904L steel. We have a nice Oyster bracelet. Main difference here is the GMT is more of a dressier watch, so we have this nice high polish down the center of the 3-piece links, whereas the Submariner is more of a sporty watch, and we have that nicely sand finish on all of the 3-piece links. The contrasting sand finish on the GMT really helps bring out more of a shine on the high polish down the center, whereas the Submariner is more for everyday wear. Okay, so showing you the other side of the bracelet, you can see the high polish again with that sand finish. All right. So with the Clasp, very similar Clasp styles, which is the safety folding Oyster lock. This is more for sports pieces that actually have this safety folding Oyster lock is more for sports pieces. So GMT is kind of like a fusion between the sports and dress piece as well. So simply opens up, folding Oyster, the folding lock. So that's the lock there. That sits on top of the folding Oyster as shown. Opens up, reveals this nicely high polished Clasp blade with a Rolex name embossed on there. So one thing in this show is that the Clasp for Rolexes, they usually have an additional function underneath the Clasp itself. For the GMT here on my hand, has what's called the easy extension link. As you can see, there's a little indentation on the side of that clasp there, and you actually can adjust the bracelet 5 millimeters forwards or inwards. As you can see, you can adjust it from the little pins on the back of the bracelet, and it allows for more breathability on the wrist, such as a hot summer's day, your wrist swells up a little bit and you don't want to be too tight against your wrist. You can adjust for that, or vice versa on colder days. However, the Submariner, Submariner's function is actually a little more innovative and nice, and much nicer to use than the GMT-Masters, and that's because this was made with divers in mind, as this is a diver's watch. So usually when you put on the wetsuit, you have a little more you have a little more width to your wrist, and you can adjust that with what's called the Rolex calls this the folding, or not the folding, but the glide lock extension link system, in which you can see these little rivets behind the clasp, and that's 2 millimeter increments for a total of 20 millimeter increments, and it's very simple as just pulling outwards or pushing it inwards, and you can lock it in just by simply pressing the bracelet back against the clasp. So very nice, much easier than having to use a tool to adjust that bracelet. You can adjust on the fly, very easy to use. And even if you're getting this as a gift for a friend, you can just simply use that folding, or that glide lock extension link, and just have them adjusted to their own liking, whereas you would have to take the GMT Master to a watchmaker, have a link removed just to get that exact size on your wrist. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the movements now. So for both of the movements, they're housed in a very nice, simple Oyster case backing, as you can see. Similar styles. The movements are different. So for the GMT, we have the GMT movements. We have a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement. It's a caliber 3186 movement, which is that GMT movement that allows for that center hour minute and seconds hand to function. Also, the additional tracking of the time zone with that GMT hand. The crown functions that I was showing you, the rapid setting of the hour hand, as you saw, it quickly jumps to each hour, and the stopping of the seconds hand for precise time settings I've shown you with the final crown function. The oscillator is a paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring, which allows for additional resistance against magnetism, and the power reserve is approximately 48 hours, meaning you can put this watch down on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Sunday afternoon, and it should be keeping time just fine. The Submariner uses one of Rolex's tried and tested movements for over 10 years, and it's a perpetual mechanical self-winding movement. It's a caliber 3135 movement. It doesn't have as many complications as the GMT, of course. It just has the simple functions of the instantaneous changing of the date with rapid setting, stopping the seconds hands for precise time setting, the usage of the center hour and minute and seconds hand, the same oscillator, the paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring for resistance against magnetism, and the same power reserve as well, that 48 hours. So you can put it down on Friday evening, pick it back up on Sunday afternoon, it'll be keeping time just fine. Alright, so I'm going to actually go ahead and show you these watches on my wrist now. So once again, the safety folding Oyster lock. Just go ahead, there's the lock, there's the folding Oyster. Pop, pop, and there we are. So there's the GMT Batman on my wrist. As you can see, nice profile, fitting our suit cuffs, chest cuffs very nicely. And the Submariner. Safety folding. Same thing, on, and there we are. There's a Submariner on my wrist. Okay. Okay, so if you like these watches and looking to purchase any of these models, check out our website JazTime.com. We have the lowest prices guaranteed. We offer a 1-year warranty. And if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at JazTime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.